Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, man, we're the brothers come back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. Before we get started, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Achakwadash. A double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing his gospel and truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Lord willing, from one of your houses.
Yeah, that's right, man. Hey, shalom, peace be unto you, brothers and you sisters who are tuning in, man. We hope Yahweh Bashem Shai ultimately continue to guide you on this path, strengthen you, and give you increase in your faith, man. So you can withstand the times to come. Now, ultimately, man, this lesson is going to be entitled, man, don't be afraid, but rejoice. Okay? You see, as we know, as you should know, because the scriptures say stay occupied in the prophecies, we understand there's a lot happening in these last days, and ultimately, we're coming into a time of Jacob's trouble. And really this lesson was sparked too from a conversation I was having with an individual, and they were pretty much saying how, there's so much bad news going around, and it's weighing them down, got them, to the point where, what's the point of even living? That person trying to tell you too, they actually said that they wish they could go to sleep and not wake up, because all the bad news that keeps coming out. Really, it's not bad news in the grand scheme of things, but it's actually good. So don't be afraid of of no food in these stores, man. Don't be afraid of Esau, coming with his military trying to snatch you up and your family, because all things must be fulfilled, man. That's why we got to use this time that we have now wisely and use it to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You got it, bro.
God, this is Psalms, the 112th chapter and verse 7. It says, he shall not be afraid of evil tidings.
Right.
His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, man, his heart, man. Who the sincere man, and woman are who is serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in these last days, man. The true worshipers. You see, our mind's not afraid of evil tidings, which really means bad news. Okay, because our minds, man, our spirits are linked to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai through the spirit, man.
That's right.
So we don't really, because you see all these different gas prices getting risen, and they're gonna raise a lot more too. That's gonna hurt a lot of people to the point where they're not even gonna be able to afford to put gas in their car, and then that's gonna have a domino effect of problems such as not being able to get to work. You can't get to work and stack up an income. You're not gonna be able to pay your bills. If you can't pay your bills, you're gonna be homeless. And we're ultimately about to see a lot of evictions and a lot of people being homeless with families here pretty soon, man. But you shouldn't even be afraid of that, because it says in those evils be even as pilgrims among the earth. The Lord's gonna be moving us from place to place. So that's why we shouldn't be in the mind frame now of getting too comfortable, because here pretty soon the Lord willing of the elect, he's gonna move us around, man. So we shouldn't be too attached to anything, man, no matter what it is, but count all things done, as Apostle Paul said. You got something?
Well, yeah, I just want to make this statement because hey, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, these things, but especially for the time that we're coming into, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said what, man? That all the things, the plague, famine, death and destruction, these are all for, ultimately the wicked, man. They're not for, the righteous, man. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, said, a matter of fact, let me grab this precept if I may. This is Revelations, basically going into Jacob's trouble, man, the time that we're coming into. Ultimately, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai will deliver the elect, from every situation, but there are going to be some situations that you go through in order for you to grow, for the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to basically, purge you of that dross to make you perfect, right? So, but the overall scheme of things, the overall grand, picture of it, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to deliver the elect out of all those troubles, man.
Yep.
This is Revelation chapter 3. In verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right? And who's keeping this word, man? Starting with, really starting with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down to those that are truly sincere, truly worship Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Lord will, we're part of the elect, but those that are keeping this word, those that are keeping the faith, those that are continuing to trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, those are the ones that he's going to protect, man. It says right here, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now you go into that word keep. It goes into what, man? It goes into to keep in, basically to guard, to take care of, right? To keep in safe custody. Yahweh Bashem Shai Barakatah. But nonetheless, this is what's going to happen for the elect, man. anybody else who's out here continue to be wicked, continue to not follow the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Shai, are gonna what, man? They're gonna perish. So when we see these things, and the prophets are coming out here telling you, hey, these things are gonna come to pass. This is what's coming. It's right around the corner. You got to get right, this and the third. Yes, we're to take heed to those things as well, but we have to also understand that the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai, as long as we continue to do what we're told, hey, those things are not going to come upon us, man. And that's why when it says come from one another with these words, hey, we do videos like this, telling our people, hey, don't be afraid of this, man. Don't be afraid of what's to come. Don't be afraid of what the prophets are saying out here, man. Because if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing,
you'll be all right.
You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be straight. So you just gotta keep your head, basically your head on a swivel. Keep the faith. Keep indulging in the scriptures, man. And again, Lord will, you're part of the elect. You're gonna be good, man. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is going to protect us. You want me to go back to Psalms or what?
Kind of got a quick one to back up that point you made.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 29 and 25, and it reads, "The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe."
That's right.
You see that? So we understand all these things. All these prophecies, man, that are to come to pass are inevitable, man. There's no stopping them. There's no, there's no stopping them. There's no, going to sleep, as that one person said, and hoping that everything just stops, man. That's why it says in Romans 3 and 3, for what if some did not believe? You see, will that make the faith for the Most High without effect? God forbid. Let the Most High be true, but every a liar. So everything that's written concerning prophecy going to happen, man.
That's right.
The Lord said in Isaiah 55, all right, that his word's gonna prosper in the thing whereunto we sense it.
That's right.
You see, so that's why knowing that, all we have to do, as the brother was saying, is take heed, okay, and serve Yahweh Bashim El Shah, man. Get your studying in, read as much as you can. All right, ultimately pray. Because we're in a time now, where prayer is mandatory, man. It's mandatory every day. You see, but mandatory prayer and repentance is needed in these times.
That's right.
There's no telling what the hell the Lord's about to do. And all we know is how bad it's going to be. But to experience it is going to be on a whole nother level, man.
That's right.
To be right there and in the thick of it, so to speak. You can go back to that in Psalms.
This is Psalms 112 and verse 8. It says, his heart is established. He shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemy.
Yeah, his heart is established, man. You see, as it says in Romans 14 and 5, be fully persuaded in your mind.
Right.
You have to be not a little persuaded, like, oh, this may be the truth. If I serve the Lord, I might be protected. And it's all through them, because the Lord said that he'll have mercy on whom will have mercy, and he'll have compassion on whom he will have compassion on. So we really don't know. We just pray the Lord has mercy on us, and you got to believe the Lord's with you too.
That's right.
So it's a balance, man. You say the Lord willing, but you believe the Lord's with you. Okay, because Yahweh Bashim El Shai will show you, he will talk to you through a brother, man. He talk to you through different signs, different numbers, to ultimately encourage you to continue to do what you're doing and that you're on the right path. And you got to believe that you are on the right path, man. You look at every other path that's in the world that the world offers you, when you understand that it's not good, because you look at the people that are on those paths and everything that they're doing is not lining up with these scriptures. So it's going to bring them to death. You got something?
Yeah, just going back, I want to read it again.
Yep.
It says his heart is established. Just that Psalms 112 in the beginning of verse 8, it says his heart is established. Ultimately that's basically going into, being rooted and grounded in this truth, man. Being rooted in Yahweh Shai, man. Because again, going back to, basically the spirit that's going out there. Hey, if you don't have Yahweh Shai, hey, you're not going to be delivered, man. If you don't have Yahweh Shai, hey, you're not in the right spirit, man. That's just period, point blank. But I got this. It's Colossians chapter 2 and verse 6. It says, as ye have therefore received Yahweh Shai HaMashiach the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Right, man. So we have to be rooted and grounded in the faith in Yahweh Shai, man. That's where you have to be. That's where you have to be established, man. That's where you have to be, basically set in stone, man. You have to be rooted and grounded to where you're, when push comes to shove, what is that? Like, I think it's in Matthew's 25th chapter, talking about that house was built upon that good foundation. When the winds blew, the house didn't fall, man. Why? Because it was rooted and grounded, man. When you built up a good foundation, the foundation starts underground and then works its way up, right? So it has that ground, the earth basically keep being that support system, so to speak, man. It has that extra strength basically right there with it, man. And that's how we have to be in this gospel, in this truth, believing and trusting that Yahweh Bashem El Shai, will protect us, will get us out of these times, man, because he said so. Not because that's just something that we want to believe. No, that's something that he said he's going to do, man. And that word, it's like that word, heart. I'll read it again. Fucking Satan, man. We're getting into the meat, man.
Yeah,
good. So I say want to pop up, man. But this is Psalms 112 and verse 8. It says his heart is established, right? Established in this truth, rooted and grounded in this truth, rooted and grounded in Yahweh Shai, man. It says his heart, which goes into his mind. And everything starts in the mind. I remember the brother was watching I ended up watching the same video, but it was a while back. He sent me the video where Elder Warren was basically going into how everything, from the GMS Birmingham camp, he basically said that everything starts in the mind, man. And that's where your faith is. That's where your belief is. That's where your trust and everything else it stems from.
That's where your fear is too.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why the scriptures say, Second Ezra, the 14th chapter, to cast off the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, man. Because you got to remove doubt far from you, man, especially in these times when your faith provokes miracles. The key to, having the Lord work with you and have mercy on you and protect you is faith.
Yeah.
Without faith, it's impossible to please him.
That's right.
Right, as it's written in Hebrews 11:6.
Right. And if I may, I want to go back to read that again. And now I'm going to grab this scripture right here. This is Psalms 112 verse 8. It says his heart is established. He shall not be afraid until he see his desire of his enemies. I want to go into that. He shall not be afraid, man. And that goes right into 2 Timothy 1:7. For the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind. Right, man. And the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai gave us his word, man, which allows us to be of that sound mind, man, to know how to walk in the times to come. So the Lord, this is what people don't understand. The Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai gave us the instruction manual on how to walk, man. Other people, they don't have this instruction manual, man. Even 2/3 within the nation of Israel, who this law, statutes, commandments, this instruction manual was given to, 2/3 of our people don't even have this instruction manual, man. You see the way that they act and the way that they move about, on the daily, and you can tell, you can see that they don't have the instruction manual, man. They don't have the instructions in righteousness, with them. They don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shem El Shai allowing them to get into this instruction manual to live properly in order to be delivered, man. And we do. We have the proper understanding, starting with the head of the apostles on down, man, through the body of Yahweh Shai within Great Millstone, man. We have something that will ultimately help us get delivered, like it says in Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be a stability at times and the strength of salvation. We have the ability. The Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai has bestowed that grace and mercy unto us to be able to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. So that way we can be protecting those times. So what is there to be afraid of? Now we still ultimately fear Yahweh Shem El Shai. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being afraid of the things that we see. Why would you be afraid of them, man? The Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai said he's the only one that we're to fear, man. So we fear that we're not doing what is necessary, and that these things that judgment will come upon us. So, but because we fear Yahweh Shem El Shai in that aspect, what do? We do anything and everything that we can according to his word and what he wants us to do so that we can be protected, man. And through faith, we believe that we will be protected, man. When brothers, when you get around brothers and brothers is talking, we're confident, man. When we say, I believe we're gonna get delivered. Hey, I remember watching the elder apostles, and the brother, was there with me. The elder apostles, they even sat there. I remember one time, it was months back, man. They even said, we know we're gonna be saved. That's that confidence, man.
That's confidence, man.
That's that confidence. That's the belief, the trust, and the faith in Yahweh Shai, man. And those are our examples.
Yeah.
For that. Yeah, it's lucky, man.
No, that was.
Yeah. Those are our examples, man, that we are to follow after, man. We got the men in the Bible, our forefathers, and then we got living examples of how we're to, how we are to be, man. So it's like, what do you have as far as the things that are happening? You know, if you're being sincere, if you truly fear Yahweh Bashim El Shai, if you truly trust and believe in Yahweh Bashim El Shai, what do you have to fear, man?
Nothing, man.
Absolutely nothing. Because if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you know, and I'm not talking about for those dudes that are, that are out there, face to face, making it and deceiving, brothers, as if they're doing what they're doing, but behind closed doors, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the ones that are truly sincere, that are in front of the camera and off the camera, doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, man. To the best of their ability that Yahweh Shemel Shai gave to them. Because again, you got some that are 60-fold, 20-fold, 30-fold, 100-fold. So everybody's gonna have a different level of faith and a different lot. So I'm not saying everybody's supposed to put in the same work, but I'm just saying whatever the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai bestowed upon you, are you maximizing your lot? And if you are, to the best of your ability, you have nothing to be afraid of. I want to read that again. It's like, I kind of got rid of it real quick.
That's all good, man.
But going back to 2 Timothy 1:7, it says, "For the Most High had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." Right, man. So, and we have nothing to be afraid of, man. Like it says in 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter, the 70 or the 73rd or 74th verse. "Be ye not afraid, neither doubt." That's the 73rd verse, man. For he's a protector of those that follow his keep his commandments, man. So hey, we have nothing to fear, man. Slack it, man. Go ahead. No, you want me to go back to this or
that Psalms?
Yeah.
You can drop that if you can get Sirach 40:10.
Okay, yeah.
I'll shout real quick and I'm gonna read this. And because that's beautiful, man, because ultimately, you serving the Lord, it should ultimately give you peace in your mind to know that I'm doing what I can. And now I'm at the mercy of the Lord, you see. And me and the brother, I was talking about that earlier, man. I think it was yesterday, like damn, we're literally serving Yahweh Shemel Shai, man, through his mercy and grace. And we still hope that we have mercy, man.
Yeah.
Like the Apostle Remlob, has said, if he was delivered, he's gonna be shot, man. And and we don't praise men, but we give those men double honors because they've been laboring in the word and in doctrine for decades, man, being prime examples of how we should be in the faith. But nevertheless, this man who has done all these marvelous works to the mercy and grace of the Lord and has been diligent for years is saying that he'll be surprised if he's delivered, man. So we have to remain humble too. But I'm gonna bring this out real quick. This is St. Matthew chapter 7 verse 24. "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock." You see that? So all that hell is gonna come, you see, but it's not going to phase you because you're rooted and grounded, as the brother brought out, in the faith. It says, "And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it." Right? Because these people, they're not rooting themselves in the faith. You see, faith is a gift. So that's why we shouldn't be too. That's why we shouldn't be proud at any moment, because everything that we have was given us to us from the Lord. See, so all the judgments that are now about to start getting sent forth at a grand scale, okay, that's because the people are living wickedly and they continue to despise instruction. See, they continue to despise the law of the Most High that's set before them. So everything that's getting ready to happen, man, it's not going to be for us. We're going to be in the midst of it. We're going to be seeing people get decapitated, women ravished and carried off, kids getting split in half, man. I mean, there's all types of shit that's going to happen, man. You got something?
No, yeah, I got this Sirach.
Oh, yeah, Khan, you can wrap that up.
Khan, this is Sirach, chapter 40. I'll start at verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge, these things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood." And that's the spirit, because I quoted that earlier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just further proof that the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai truly said that, and that's further proof that there's nothing to be afraid of, man.
Yeah. That's right, man. There's nothing to be afraid of, you see. And now, when the time too, where brothers are bringing out all this edification, man. And it should ultimately have you rejoice. That's why ultimately seeing all these things come to pass. For me personally, man, I get happy. Now, of course, we're still in the flesh. We got to deal with physical ailments and pain and jobs and all different types of problems. But That's why we pray to the Lord that He continues to speed up the time so we can get out of here. And in the Lord speeding up the time, that means that the prophecies are going to that they're going to come faster. You see, because the elect is crying, man. You see that? And the Lord, He hears the cries of the righteous.
That's right.
So He's speeding up the time for their sakes, man. And He's bringing judgment upon the wicked.
That's right.
You know. If you could, was that was it on that?
That's it.
Can you grab Luke 21, that parable of that fig tree? And if you don't got anything else, we might even end it off there, man. You know, don't want to beat a dead horse too much. This was just all through the spirit, man. You know, don't be afraid, but rejoice. Okay, don't let anything that you're seeing happen in the world ultimately, have it to where you're all depressed. You're all, you're low. You feel like you don't got a purpose, because we ultimately have a purpose, man. And the Lord is He's showing us that, and He has shown us that, that it's to serve Him, keep His commandments, and to fear Him, man.
This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 29. It says, and He spake to them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees, when they not shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is nigh at hand. So likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of the Most High is nigh at hand.
Yeah, so likewise when you see these different prophecies, that's what it's talking about. These things, these prophecies, when you see them start to come to pass, man, okay, you know that the kingdom of the Most High is nigh.
That's right.
We understand that through much tribulation, we must enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So that tribulation has to come first, brothers. And for all of us that are in this thing sincerely, we have to realize that we're going to have to go through that danger to inherit that city that's building, man. As it says in 2 Ezra, the 7th chapter, if this city was now given unto a man for an inheritance, how shall he receive it if he pass not the danger set before it? Okay, and that's those perilous times, man. Exposure to death, exposure, to all types of shit, man, that we never thought we'd be exposed to. You see, but we have to go through that. We have to go through that fire, through that test, okay, to make it to our desired spot, which is in those chariots. Lord willing, Yahweh Shema Shai will find His worthy to be in those chariots, man. With our Lord Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, I just have a precept, man, because ultimately, again, seeing all these things come to pass, knowing that the kingdom of the Most High, is on its way. We understand, for those that are truly in this gospel, for those that truly, again, are part of the sheepfold, and we understand that there's steps, in order, that we have to ultimately go through, that we have to take in order to get to that point. Right. And they're only going to get worse from here. The steps are going to get harder. You might be starting out steps that are, only at a 25-degree angle. Soon they're going to get, almost at a 90-degree angle. It's going to get harder, and you're going to slip a little bit. You're going to fall. You're going to crack your elbow, and you might crack a couple bones. It might be, and this is all figuratively speaking, but hey, it's going to get worse. It's going to get harder.
It's going to get a lot harder, man.
All we have to do, this is a faith-based doctrine, man. This is a faith-based doctrine. Hebrews 10 and verse 35. Matter of fact, can you grab that? Because again, you have to keep the faith, because our faith in Yahweh Shai is what's going to get us out of here, man. That's what's going to get us delivered, is our faith in Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
10:35.
Yeah.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 35, and it reads, cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath a great recompense of reward.
Right, man. And I want to go into that word, confidence, because it ultimately goes into, your faith, goes into your trust and your belief in Yahweh Shai. Now let me grab it on the blue letter. We might even grab it on the online etymology, but this is confidence in the blue letter. Yeah, con. It says, let's see. It's like here.
Yeah, this is heavy in here too.
We'll go ahead and grab that one. That might just hit all the points.
This is on the online etymology dictionary for that word confidence. It says 14th century assurance of or belief in the goodwill, veracity. It says point firmly trusting, bold.
Right, firmly trusting, bold, man.
To have full trust or reliance.
Wow, man. And that's going into Yahweh Shai, full trust and reliance, man. I got this one. in the online etymology, and it goes here. I'll just
Strong's G 3954. Parecia. Parecia.
right, man. And it goes into this is it's Strong's G 3954, but it goes into free and fearless confidence, cheerful courage, boldness, and assurance. Right, man. You know, so we can't cast that, and all that is obviously within Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know, we don't. We're not focused on okay us getting left here. No, we're focused on us getting the hell up out of here, man. You know, we seek a better kingdom to come, man.
That's right.
We fucking hate this place, man. And guess what? That's all literally the ingredients of getting out of here, man. Being in the right spirit, doing what you need to do in order to get out of here. Those are and having faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and keeping the commandments to the best of your ability. Hey, those are all the proper ingredients to make the best tasting, you know, dinner or the best cocktail or whatever you want to make, man. It doesn't matter. Nonetheless, those are all ingredients of us getting the hell up out of here, man. And that entails us keeping the faith, you know, keeping the faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, casting not away for your confidence, which has great recompense for reward, man. You keeping the faith is going to allow for you to be delivered, man, you know, and proving your faith. Because, you know, James, the 2nd chapter, we can't mention faith without works, because faith without works is dead, man. James, the 2nd chapter, you know, and I want to grab this before you grab that.
Go ahead, yep.
This is 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. And this is more proof that our faith is going to get us out of here, man. You have to keep the faith, you know. Faith is belief and trust that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will get us out of here, man. We're not fearing the things that are happening right now. We're not fearing that Esau Edom's about to rule out his charagma. We're not fearing that, you know, the gas prices are about to go up, so we might not be able to work, take care of our families. And if it comes to that, and guess what? We know Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to take care of us, man. You can read Isaiah the 65th chapter. You can read Isaiah the 33rd chapter, starting at the 15th verse. You know, you can read the whole Sirach, the 2nd chapter, the verse 10.
Matthew the 6th chapter.
Come on, man. The scriptures tell you and prove to you that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will always take care of his elect, man. In Wisdom of Solomon, he has care for his elect. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's proof, man.
It says John 9:31, he that doeth his will, that's who he hears, man.
That's right.
So if you're doing his will, all right, which is keeping his word, all right, man, the Lord loves you, man.
Right.
And it'd be hard to tell yourself that, because you'd be like, damn, how can the Lord love me?
That's right.
You know, but you got to snap out of that, man. Of course, you say it humbly, and it's a balance too. If say, you know, you're just being slothful, you're not doing shit, you know, and you're making all these types of excuses, you're getting corrected, you're not taking it, of course, the Lord, he might fuck you up until you get it right.
That's right.
You know, or the Lord just might leave you, man. Who knows? But the point being, all right, if you're doing everything you can, the Lord, he loves you, man. You know, because you're being obedient. When a child is obedient, all right, that's why it says in Psalms 103rd chapter, you know, he will have pity upon him as a man have pity upon his child that serveth him, man.
Yeah.
In Psalms 103 or Micah, the 3rd chapter. But nevertheless, the point being.
So like if you go into that word pity, it goes back into what? To compassion, which also goes into mercy, you know? And when you're showing mercy unto a child that's being obedient, that's doing exactly what, you know, they are you know, that you tell them to do, and what do you end up doing? You end up rewarding them, you know? You end up rewarding them for their good deeds. And that's what the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to reward us with. But I want to go into this. 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved, right? Because ultimately we're not saved right now, man. You know, we're laboring to be saved, laboring to enter into that rest, right?
That's right.
It says, and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith. Because again, faith without works is dead. You have to prove your faith, right? Whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So those that keep the faith, those that continue to believe and trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that he will get us out of here, those that ultimately keep and hold fast to the vision, you know, or those are the ones that are going to be delivered, man. You know, those not the ones that are out here being, you know, seeing the things that are going on and fucking trembling in their socks, you know. No, man. Hey, we rejoice in what we see, man. Why? Because, hey, we know that the kingdom of the Most High is right around the corner, man. We're getting one step every time something happens. We're one step closer to Yahweh Shai's coming. One step closer to being crowned by our big brother Yahweh Shai, man. One step closer to receiving that everlasting life. One step closer to shedding this fucking terrible, wicked ass, wretched ass bodies, man. One step closer to actually being able to rest, man. One step closer to being able to go from one dimension to the spiritual realm to actually talking to the Most High, man. You know, we're actually gonna see the Heavenly Father, man. We're gonna have with the bodies to be able to handle it, man. We can't handle that now, man.
We would explode, man.
But we would turn into fucking our whole soul would be disintegrated, man. We're not able to see that. We're not able to see what he looks like. We're not able to we can't even go into the spiritual realm, man, unless we fucking die. Hey, well, when we get the spiritual powers, when we're getting in the kingdom, hey, we're gonna be able to go from the spiritual realm, or the you know what I mean, the spiritual realm where the Heavenly Father is at, to regular, you know, earthly realm, man.
And have a celestial body.
Right, man. We're gonna be able to do fucking crazy shit that the human mind can't even fathom at this moment, man.
Yeah, man. Woo!
So think about that, man.
Yeah, and that's coming to you. That's coming to you.
That's right. You know, those that are truly sincere, man.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
That's
and
right.
It's like, if you really want those things, you want all of this to pass away, man.
That's right.
You see, hey, like the scriptures say, our light affliction, which is before a moment.
That's right.
You know, even time of Jacob trouble is gonna be the greatest time of trouble ever seen on the planet Earth in all history since the time of creation. But when we're in the kingdom, it's gonna be like it was just like a bad dream, man. It's gonna be as if it never was.
Yeah.
You know. So man, you know, Lord willing, you know, Yahweh shines with us, and we'll get through the time to come and receive the kingdom, man. Hey, we ultimately overcome these curses, and we're going to inherit all the blessings, man.
That's right.
And our forefathers saw far off. You see, but were fully persuaded, you know, of them and embraced them. You see. But I just got two quick ones.
Yeah.
Just to back up what I was saying earlier about that child.
Yep.
This is Psalms 103 and 13. Like, as a father pitieth his children, so the Lord pitieth them that fear him, man.
That's right.
In Psalms 146, it says that he taketh pleasure in them that fear him, because those that fear the Lord are going to look at this word and not just look at it as some other book that you just put on the shelf, wait for it to collect dust, and you might take it out, you know, here and there. No, the elect is looking at this book, and this is the word of life.
That is.
You
It
see?
literally on every aspect it is.
You see? This is literally going to save your soul. That's why it says receive the engrafted word with meekness.
Yep.
Which is able to save your souls. Can't make this up, man. This is more important than our own life, because this is going to give us life. This life we live is not life. This is hell. You see? And here pretty soon, we're going to see what that life looks like. So everything happening in the world, we shouldn't be afraid of, man. Because we're in the build up to that time that we desire the most. And I got this last one.
Yeah.
This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering.
Right.
See, because it talks about in James, when you pray to the Lord, you know, you have to pray in faith and believe. In the book of Mark, when you pray, believe what you shall receive. But in the book of James, I like how it's worded. It talks about how when you pray, don't be as one that wavereth.
Yeah.
But let not that man think he shall receive anything of the Lord. So we have to have faith and not waver, man, not doubt, is what that's talking about, man. All right? It says, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. The Lord told us, fear not, for I am with thee. I will help thee, I will strengthen thee, and I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. The Lord said he got you, man. He got us, man. The Lord said, I got your back. Strive for the truth and the death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. You see that? But you got to strive, man. You got to contend with difficulty. You know, you got to continue to fight. It says, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. You see, so, you know, ultimately, you know, encourage the brothers, man, to do better. Okay? Because when you look at a brother, you should be looking at yourself. If the brother's slacking, you're slacking too.
That's right.
You know, you got to get on him just as much as you get on yourself, because we want to see each other make it. You know, you should want to see your brother make it, man.
That's right.
You shouldn't want to see your brother be destroyed or perish.
No, because that's a bad brother right there, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is going to come in. And the Elder Apostle Rakal is always talking about it, man.
Yeah, man.
He's going to come and destroy you niggas, man. You dudes that are acting like brothers, man. You know, as well as you niggas that are in the world. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai ain't dealing with no fake ass brother, man. That was Judas Iscariot, man. He was a fake ass brother, man.
You know, brother, man.
He really wasn't a brother, man. You know. So, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai fucking had him fucking kill himself, man. He died a dishonorable fucking death, man. You know, for fucking some fucking silver, for some fucking, you know, for monetary gain, you know. Come on, man. You don't do that shit, man. If you a brother coming unawares, man, you ain't truly sincere. Hey, well, get the fuck out of here, man. You know, we don't care about how you fucking feel, man. You're gonna be put to death, man.
Hey, because it's heavy too. Is a scripture where it says it's better for that man to have not been born than that he should betray the Son of Man.
Wow.
And what do how should I say? The least you do unto these little ones, which believe in me, you do unto me.
Yeah.
So if you betray a brother, man, you doing wrong. You start sleeping with his wife, all that shit. You don't repent for it because you feel like you're right in your own mind. And that brother may, you know what I mean, whatever it may be, Lord, he gonna put you to death. It's better for you to have not been born, man, because you just did that to Yahweh Shai. You just slept. Yahweh Shai didn't have a woman, all right, but you know, speaking, you know, figuratively, if you basically slept with Yahweh Shai's wife, man.
That's right.
You know, so nevertheless, all right, I'm gonna finish that off.
Yeah.
Hebrews 10:25, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of the Son is, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. And we see the day approaching, man. So we got to continue to comfort ourselves, man. You know, with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this word that we were given from Yahweh Bashman Shai through the Spirit, but also use that to ultimately comfort the brothers as well and continue to push each other, man. You know, there's a picture I found on Pinterest, and it had like all these. It had 4 Jakes, and they were all setting crowns. One was behind the other. And they're all putting crowns on each other's head, man.
Beautiful.
That's how we got to be. Because one day, the brother you're sitting next to, the brother that you look at, all right, that you're both striving in this truth, doing what you can, you know, sharpening each other, getting each other built up. Y'all gonna see each other get crowned one day, man.
That's right.
Lord willing, you're gonna see how Shai give a milky white smile, man, putting that crown on that brother's head, and then he looks at you, and now he's putting it on your head, man.
That's beautiful.
You see, we should want to see each other make it, man. That's why don't be afraid of nothing you see, man, because this is all a part of the movie. This has to happen, you know. And the Lord loves drama, but we're coming into the most dramatic time ever seen, the most conflict-filled time that we've ever seen. But don't be afraid, rejoice, because the Lord is with us, man.
That's right.
And He's showing us right now. The Lord has us doing this lesson, man. Lord has you brothers watching and doing, you know, anything else off camera that's pleasing Him.
That's right.
See, so keep the faith, man, and believe and push each other and push yourself, man. Don't give up on yourself, man.
That's right.
You know, you got anything else you want to say?
That's it, man. Hey, so far, man, the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah speaking, man. You know, you would do well to, you know, to take heed to what's being said to you, man. Hey, keep the faith, keep pushing. Hey, brothers is praying for you. Hey, keep praying for the brothers. Hey, we're almost the fuck out of here, man. Lord willing, it's sooner than later, man. And we know the salvation is nearer than we believe.
That's right,
man.
bro.
Hey, so again, keep the faith, man. More importantly, the most important thing is to keep the faith, man. Keep the vision, man. You know, cast not away therefore that confidence would have great recompense for reward, man. And that's it.
That's it, man. You see, so with that, man, we will pray this was edifying to you. Akim wa Akwath, as always, before we end, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to you, brothers across the 4 winds of this earth, pushing this truth in all righteousness and sincerity. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations unto you, sincere Akim wa Akwath, giving all diligence to make your calling and election sure in these last days. So next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yasha'Allah and a Bible Ball. Shalom.
That's a whole agent, bro.
Yeah.